Are y'all ready for the show?
2019 wrap up.
2019 wrap up, man. It's been a phenomenal year.
1988. It's been a crazy year. You know what I'm saying?
I would definitely have to agree. You know what I'm saying? One of the highlights, you know what I'm saying, is definitely getting a chance to build with good people.
With good people. People that you've known for a minute.
Known for a minute, but getting a chance to actually sit down, pick their brain, understanding who they are, and watching their steps in their everyday.
It's somebody I can appreciate from one coach to another.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I understand intent. You know what I'm saying? The power in words, the messages. So
Thanks.
we got Coach Darwin Salaam with us, man.
Coach Salaam, man.
Just
Y'all
broke
give it
down
up.
some acronyms.
Y'all give
You
it
know
up
what I'm
real
saying? Give it
quick
up
for
Coach,
Coach Darwin
man.
Salaam, man.
What's up? Hey, look, I've known both of y'all brothers collectively for about 6 or 7 years, and we could have rushed something. You know what I'm saying? We could have tried to force feed the streets with something, but we let it happen organically.
Yeah.
There it is.
You can't rush what God got made for you. Period.
I gotta build on the organicness of everything, because just what's happened within the last couple of months, you know what I'm saying, organically,
Right.
bro, is something that's monumental just within itself, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just building with Coach Darwin Salaam.
No doubt. And it's it's crazy because I know you from Girls Inc.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
But I've also seen him host events.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I always knew that he coached. But watching that process, and I think one of the things that, even though you learn it as you get older, is we always say you can't cheat that process.
Yeah.
I don't care whether you trying to run a 1 minute mile, 4 minute mile, whatever you go, you cannot cheat that process.
Yeah.
So, Coach D, man, just what was 2019 for you, man?
To sum it up, one of the kids, my business partner's fiance, his fiance's son, so his son, he asked me yesterday, he's like, Darwin, if you could snap your fingers and be done with everything, would you do it, or would you go through the work? I said, I go through the work. It's that process. That's one thing Coach Saban always taught us from the jump. It's process. You either embrace this process, or I'm gonna get you out of here and find somebody who does. So it's ingrained in me. That was in 07. 2019, 12 years later, and I can't take it off me.
And it
Because
affects
it's the
everything
process.
you do.
Yeah, it's a process. You don't just, no one who, like, with Joe Burrow just won the Heisman, right? He's not a half-ass nowhere in his life.
Right.
You don't half-ass nothing in your life
Right.
if you're really trying to get to where you want to be in life. Everything is to the max. Everything is pedal to the metal. You don't have to be out of control. You can go full speed.
Right. And I got to tell everybody real quick why this individual is, an inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding the story. Going to college at Stillman, is that correct? Yeah. And then seeing an opportunity to try out for University of Alabama with Coach Nick Saban and walking on the team.
And if you don't understand what that really means, we ain't got the time to look it up.
It was Shula. It was Shula back in 05, but it was still the University of Alabama.
Facts.
Just like it'll be long after Coach Saban.
A D1
Just long-
program.
It was long
Right.
before Coach Saban. It was gumption. I had the gumption to leave a full ride scholarship to take on student loans to live my dream. And that's a very valuable lesson that people need to understand, that sometimes you have to break the status quo within yourself or your own opportunities to really get to where you want to go. Like, you may be given a job, but you might need to go earn it somewhere else.
So what were people saying? I know they weren't saying, everybody wasn't saying, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Leave that scholarship
we
alone.
have social media, so I mean, I think at the end of the day, in 2004, 2005, I didn't have a lot of outside voices. Only had my inside voice and the people I chose to let my inside voice be heard. So now we have to worry about the outside voices before we even tell people, so you have to keep your plans even closer now, because people might shoot them down, might give you a reason to doubt yourself. But back then, man, I love Stillman College, I always will, but there was roaches in the shower, like Sparkman was bigger than Stillman, so at the end of the day, I wanted a college experience. I knew I had one opportunity to play college football. I had to spend it in Bryant-Denny instead of on Stillman, at Stillman College. And that's no diss to Stillman. I thought leaving Stillman would put me in the league, but dudes got drafted from Stillman in the same senior class I would have been in, and nobody got drafted from Bama. For the first time in NFL draft history, I'm a part of the senior class from the University of Alabama. No one got drafted.
Perspective.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I tried to go my own way because I swore I knew it, But God was like, nah, G, I don't even want you to be in the league. You know, so you're going to take this long road to where you're going to be at in 2019.
So now graduating from Bama and then also going overseas, bringing football, coaching football overseas as well. Give us a little background on that.
You know, the American football comes with the military bases, so it's everywhere now. You know, they've been playing American football in Afghanistan. They've only been playing there since like 2002. But in Sweden, after World War II, when people stayed in Europe, they started to pick up on American football. So they've been playing American football in Sweden since the 70s. They've been playing American football in Japan since the 50s and 60s. You know, so I wasn't really opening their eyes to anything. I was opening their eyes to a black man in their country, trying to teach them.
Wow.
Not just playing. I'm trying to teach them. I'm going into different schools in Sweden. I'm going into different environments in Japan, Tokyo, and training college football players in Japan. Training football players in Japan that work for the Tokyo Gas Company. They just play semi-pro. So I can tell them I play semi-pro back home too, you know, so I get the love for the game. So the love is there, you know, that's all I was connecting on was the love for the game. And I mean, it's worldwide, it's global.
Coaching and teaching football overseas, coming back to the United States and opening your own sports facility, but partnering. And I want to speak on that before we get to where we're at now. So pick that up from right there.
So shout out to my partners, Lewis Whitlow, Ryan Guy. It's one thing to believe in yourself. I think it's very important for everybody to believe in themselves, but it's another thing when people believe in you and y'all share a vision, you know, because they may believe in you for something else that you don't want to do. But when somebody believes in you for what you got a vision for, y'all can meet on a completely different ground.
Yeah.
Like I'm blessed. Like, we haven't opened yet. You know what I'm saying? Like when you said open, I'm like, shit, we still got a couple days. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You have to stay on your toes at this point in my life because you never know what's gonna come at you. So I'm looking around me and like, I don't know these guys for a long time, but the energy, you know, I was talking to my mans over there, it's the energy, you know, because you may not know somebody for a long time, but if their energy connects with you when it needs to, y'all might as well be friends for eons, you know, because it doesn't take that level of time to match energy. Like you can match energy.
And see, I was able to put together a platform called Switch TV, and Coach Darwin Salaam is the individual who I wanted to have on as my very first guest because he inspires me so much. So he invited me out to his facility, you know, Squad Inc., where he was also, I want to say partnering, if I have it incorrect.
Partner is very correct.
Where he's partnering with Empire Fitness.
Empire, yeah.
And so I got a chance to tour his facility, you know, Squad Inc., and then look at Empire Fitness as well, you know. And this individual is so humble, you know what I'm saying? But what he was doing out of his facility was, again, so monumental because you were training young individuals as well, right?
Yeah. Primarily based in youth athletics, sports performance, personal training, confidence building, trying to teach them discipline, community effort. Same thing I was doing at Girls Incorporated. You know, it's still all in tune. It's just I took the program director side, left that there, and took the coaching side, you know, because I still believe that all youth athletes are going to be something bigger than a name on the back or front of the jersey. So I think the opportunity that I had to be an Empire was a blessing, but I knew just as much as other people around me knew that it wasn't infinite. It was finite, you know. People knew I was going to move out. So
you just touched on it. You know what I'm saying? Now, bring us to present day, because that was only a couple months.
Right, yeah.
You know, a couple months ago, you had Squad Inc., but it was partnered or paired with Empire Fitness in their facility.
Right.
But tell us from then to now where we're at.
Compound. First ever Compound by Squad Inc. training is going to be open. Our open house is January 5th. No accidents in life when you live with purpose, you know. So it was off the drawing board because a 10-year lease was signed on the building. That 10-year lease fell through. The building owners called us and said, we really want y'all to be in this building space. We wanted y'all to be in the building space before, but the people next door were willing to sign a 10-year lease. I said, I understand, you know. Right. But when the building came back open, I called Lou. I said, Lou, you know, it's open. Let's get in there. He said, let's get it. And from November 5th of us having this conversation to December 27th is what we had now. We signed a lease, gotten the keys, signed renter agreements with other people to move their businesses inside of ours, because we want to be an incubator of small fitness businesses in our community. And I mean, we're bringing something different to the fitness industry, point blank, period.
Crazy.
So let me provide a little more context, because I want to make sure that no one is missing this. So in November, I did an interview with Coach Darwin Salaam, and he let me know, this is where we're at. We're partnering with Empire Fitness. They provided me a space within their facility in order to run Squad Inc. out of. He said, but it's only a matter of time until we get our particular own space and we operate fully, as a company for Empire. For Squad Inc. So from November through to December, he was able to land his own compound. Let me make sure that you all understand. He was able to land his own compound from November to the month of December, and now the grand opening is scheduled for sometime
January 5th. January 5th is open
5th.
house. We'll be done January 3rd.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in that, because we got business in Thompson, Alabama. We're going to train the Thompson Middle School basketball team January 4th.
Wow.
So, and it's funny because I'm the tight ends coach at Sparkman, and the day we found out on a Tuesday that we were going to train the Thompson Middle basketball team, I found out on Wednesday that Sparkman is going to play the Thompson High School football team.
Nice.
So it's
Look at that. Look at
yeah.
that.
Man, I'm on borrowed time. Everybody is, and I feel like you got to be aware of the fact that it's finite, not infinite. And until I pass on, I'm to the max.
It is
100%.
So what's coming for 2020, man?
What's not coming for 2020? I've been working on 2020 since 2017.
Facts.
I'm going to be in Tokyo for the Olympics. I've positioned the brand to be in Tokyo. Trained the Tokyo Gas Creators football team in 2017, trained them in 2018. Trained them in 2018, trained them in 2019. 2020, the Olympics are there.
Yes, sir.
Going to be there in July for the opening ceremonies and maybe to see the Greek Freak and Team USA play. I hope they're in the same pool.
Yes, sir.
Maybe watch some records being broken track and field, but just to be there. I'm a sports performance CEO. I'm a sports performance co-owner of a business. So every 4 years, I'm going to be at the Olympics, networking, putting my brand on athletes from all over the world. But we're also going to go to West Africa, Cameroon, and develop American football further, because American football is being played there.
Right.
And actually, Nigeria and Cameroon have the highest per capita amount of NFL players from any country outside of North America. So when it comes to the talent-rich environment that we know the motherland to be, imagine how many Julios, the Ndamukong Suhs are just walking around Africa that's still trying to play soccer, still trying to play basketball, but they big enough to play football, So there's the American Football Federation of Cameroon, the Cameroonian American Football Federation's president messaged me on Facebook, and I didn't get the message till I got back from Sweden, and he said he wanted to collaborate with me, and I'm like, what is this? I thought it was a scam. Honest to God, I thought it was an African scammer. And I told him that.
You got $1 million.
I told him,
in the
I was
bank
like,
account.
bro, what is this? You want to collab with me? Like, when's the deposit due? You know, like how much I got to send you?
Crazy.
I thought he wanted uniforms or something like that. When he told me he wanted to collaborate on, I need someone to help us get a bigger platform. I was like, man, like, not by accident, it's by purpose.
By
No
purpose.
coincidences, man.
And see,
No coincidences whatsoever.
now, if it feels like we're just scratching the surface, it's because we are.
We are.
But I want you all to develop a personal relationship with this individual. When I say that he's my inspiration, that's no stretch. He inspires me daily. He updates me, sends me different stories, pictures, songs, and different messages all the time. And I take that and I apply it to my life. You know what I'm saying? So get to know this individual, Coach Darwin Salaam. And Coach, where can they find you at so they can follow you?
We're rebranding the website to be tailored towards the compound right now, so that's under construction. But at Coach Salaam on Instagram, CoachSalaam, no spaces, no underscores, no periods. It's just that. Reach out. I don't have a inbox full of people I'm not talking to. I want to be inspired by the people I can inspire. So I appreciate you for absorbing the information that I have, because people may skip through it, and that's the nature of social media these days. I skip through people's story, you know, but the people that absorb the content that I'm sending out, I appreciate them more than they probably appreciate me, because I'm not talking to myself anymore.
Right.
You know, everything I put out is for myself. So if other people absorb it, I appreciate it. You know,
doubt.
so because it's motivation to me. I got to remind myself I'm obligated. I've bitten off more than what I thought I could chew. So I had to spit some out, cut it up again, and keep eating, you know? So at the end of the day, it's like, I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't feel sorry for nothing I got going on, because I want all of it. I want all the pressure. I want all the smoke. I want all the impact. I'm gonna make all the impact until I die. That's why I wear this Nip stuff. That's why I carry on, because I feel like the energy that I wanted to link with Nip with, and I was in LA the day after he passed away. Like, I was in the Marathon store on March 15th. I was off Slauson on March 17th doing a free squad camp with the Crenshaw Rams. I was in Compton. The kid from Huntsville in Compton on March 16th. And I'm like, Compton is a different city than LA? I didn't even know. You know, I learned so much through 2019. And you know, the energy that he carried that I wanted to link up with, and he passed on. My grandmother passed away like 3-4 days after he did. And everybody know how close he was with his grams, you know? So all these things, like, I carry this obligation with me, because we all should carry some obligation. We all owe it to our ancestors. We all owe it to our parents. We all owe it to the people that's coming after us to turn up to the max, to leave an impact, and to really, like, make people be, like, intimidated to do what you did. Period.
Spoken like a great coach, man.
Yo, and in the words of the great Nip, the marathon continues.
Continues, brother.
DMC,
You know what I'm saying? And with that said, also, listen, because I followed this brother, you know what I'm saying, to a higher degree, you know what I'm saying, there's some music coming as well, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking forward to that, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to tune into that too, because it's going to be some powerful messages that he's going to release within the music as well. He got so much going on, man. Get to know Coach Darwin Salaam.
CEO, not Trap.
Facts.